Steadily it rises.
Hey, it's ODB, the Lincoln Addict, and I'm going to do a quick follow-up video to this 30-year-owned 66 Lincoln Continental convertible. If you go to bringatrailer.com, as I've always stated, no affiliation to this site, and you search Lincoln Continental, what it's going to do is bring you down to some live auctions. There's a couple more car listing reviews that I'll be going through. You scroll down, and boom, here are the recent sales. Now, I looked back at my in-depth review of this car, and I said that my gut feeling was it was going to go over 60,000, and it certainly did. It came in at 74,500. I went through and talked about how nice of a car this was. It wasn't 100% perfect, and as I always reinforce, typically they never are. If we go down here, it's sold on the 21st, and if we scroll down into the comment section / bidding history, you'll see at 11:08 a.m. on the 21st. So like at that point, it was still riding at 42,000. It didn't quite double that price, but certainly it got close. And if we take a look here, as the bidding starts jumping up, I mean, it was at 44K at 2:43 p.m. It really got definitely a bidding war. And then about an hour and a half later, it ended at 74,500, as I mentioned. Someone mentioned that I was going to make popcorn if we're going to see $250 bids on a car that should be going for 15 to 20,000 more than what they're bidding. But certainly that's the the one guy's opinion. I think he chimes in on some of the Lincoln Addict posts as well. But This was a nice car, and in my listing review, when I went to Haggerty, although I was logged in, sometimes if you refresh, it didn't look like I was, so I didn't have the full price guide here. But if you take a look, this car, believe it or not, I know some people go, wow, like they'll see my posts in social media and they'll say, these cars are overinflated, it's Barrett-Jackson, it's Mecum driving up the cost, yada, yada, yada. That could be someone's opinion. I'm not here to debate that. But what I will tell you is if you look at Haggerty, and of course this pulls in, rightfully so, this pulls in auction prices from many different sources. So, certainly the Barrett-Jackson and Mecum prices driving up do impact these numbers. There's no doubt about it. But at 74,500, it came in just south of where the excellent condition price is. Now, keep in mind, too, they do say 10% more for factory AC. So, if you were to, add another 7,800 on top of this, I mean, you're like mid 80,000. So certainly, again, this car, I don't think we would say it was a concourse level condition, but the 66 and 67 convertibles, the last 2 years that Lincoln made a convertible, those prices do continue to go up. And this auction right here reinforces that. I've said this time and time again, I'm more of a fan of 66, a little bit more than 67. I think that these 2 years are definitely underrated. They're not a fan favorite of everyone, but for a long time, you could end up, let's say you wanted a convertible and the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s were a little bit out of your range. You could usually find a 66, 67 that would suit your needs, and you'd be able to get in at a little bit better price point. I think those days are long gone because, people just want one of these convertibles. They want to be able to cruise with the top down. They love the automatic top. And certainly this price right here, hammering at 74,500, is a testament that these prices do continue to go up. Again, just a one little call out, 66, you've got the Lincoln emblem on the front fender. You have three bars less on the grill, so a little bit cleaner, I think, in the grand scheme of things. The dash, a little difference here up by the windshield, and I do like the seats. They're very similar to 61 through 65, where you've got the stainless trim that goes around the back of the seat. So pretty cool stuff. 74,500. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you want to listen to the free Lincoln Addict podcast, you could find a good majority of the episodes here on my YouTube channel, but you can also go to lincolnaddict.com and you can click on how to listen, and you'll be linked out to all of the different podcast apps. It's all free, and there's no fee. So take care, everyone, and thank you for the continued support. ODB, the Lincoln Addict, I'm out of here.